Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thursday Night Trivia with Drink and Think. Obviously, we are a trivia company. We operate on Thursdays for right now. My co-host is in the process of joining us. They had a other thing to take care of. Let's just leave it at that. That would be Sydney, though. For those of you who are not aware, I guess, those of you who are not known to Sydney and I went to college together at Virginia Tech long time ago. Pretty cool person. But well, I'm stalling for time while she gets on, because let's be real, she's going to jump on. She's going to probably have her camera be from her we're in some crazy lightning. Oh, lightning. I thought you said lighting. I was like, oh, I thought my lighting was pretty good with the new Streaker cam. Anyway, so while we wait for Sydney to join us, who will be here momentarily, hopefully she had some prayer engagements. Lucas is currently on the beach. Everyone should hate him currently. He sent me a picture of crab that he's eating that they fished out, and I'm super jealous. And Lucas, I hope you I actually wish you all the best, because I can't say anything negative about you. I'm so sorry, but I hope you die in the most pleasant way possible, and heaven consists of crab boils, I should say. Crab boils and just general backyard shenanigans. Yeah, so Lucas, obviously not being below me down here, he is on a family vacation currently, so that's going to be a great time to have him back next week. Like I said, a steakhouse right now? Okay, so Lucas is at a steakhouse right now. Everybody boo him heavily, because he sucks. I want to be at a steakhouse right now. Instead, I had spaghetti for dinner, because that was the easiest thing to make. Also, I didn't tell this story. I think I did. Actually, maybe I did tell this story last week, but update on this story. So for those of you who don't know, I dropped a hunting knife through my toe last Wednesday specifically, and it messed me up pretty good. Well, I shouldn't say messed me up. It bled a lot. So with the ER, they gave me Oxy, they gave me Tylenol, they gave me Narcan, which, I mean, really, if you don't know how to take Oxy as prescribed, then, like, if you know how to take Oxy as prescribed, then just don't take Narcan, because it costs fucking $72. Anyway, I went to my podiatrist today. The way that the emergency room said was that I shattered or cut off, like, the top tip of my toe. Went to the podiatrist today. He took an x-ray. He's like, honestly, you shaved it at best, and it's not worth talking about. So I get to wear a nice little pediatric shoe, or podiatric shoe, whatever. I get to wear a little boot for the next couple days, get the sutures out. It's gonna be a great time. So much fun. Sorry, I have to add somebody to... There we go. That should do it. Cool. Anyway, so that was my day today. I had one client I was supposed to go see, and they didn't show. How dare they? So, other than that, big announcements. Let's start with announcements today. Announcement number one, as always, SporkleCon. We are going to be up in DC for SporkleCon. That is going to be September 23rd to the 25th. We will be presenting on Saturday. We are hosting a trivia, 1 o'clock, Saturday the 24th. We will be there all weekend. I have to do this myself now, which is the worst. But yeah, so if you want to get $20 off your ticket, just use the code DRINKANDTHINK. With that, though, we will be there all weekend. I'm sure we'll be sitting at a table or something on the days we're not presenting, just to mess around, maybe even give some trivia out from the table that we have, to give you guys some prizes or something. Who knows? Big announcement number 2. We are going to be sponsored next week by HelloFresh. That's actually a pretty big deal for us, as long as we follow the rules and whatnot. Please tune in next week. Check us out. It's going to help us out a lot. Honestly, it's going to probably keep us floating for a lot longer than we thought this was going to go. And ooh, Sydney just joined. But that's those are our big announcements. So make sure to tune in next week and check out our sponsor, which is gonna be awesome. We didn't realize we were gonna do the sponsor tonight, but Doug absolutely sucks with stream elements, and I almost eliminated all of trivia. That would have been fantastic. With that, oh, one last one. Last one, theme for the month. We are talking 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now. So September is a 5 Thursday month. We are doing Harry Potter. Are you really gonna come from your phone, really?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My check for something was being not withheld, but they're like, we really need you to sit through this, and I was like, I got paid to stage manage something. I got paid $500 to stage manage something.
That's actually pretty impressive. Everything I've stage managed or done technical stuff for, or even friggin' whatever. Anyway. But yes, we already did Harry Potter. We're going to do it again from a request from a... Let's call it a patron who is willing to make it happen for a monetary amount. We'll leave it at that. They knew who they are. But we're going to do Harry Potter. It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time. I'm pretty sure Mitch is going to write it because he's our resident fucking Harry Potter guru. But that event will go out today, probably? Today or tomorrow? I don't know. But with that, I can't ask the questions I want to, so we're going to go into our rules. For those of you who want to play, top right corner, there's a QR code. Scan that, you can play with us. It's Triv Now. But let's get into the rules. Hey, Sydney, do you know what rule number 1 is?
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, rule number 1. Don't be a dick. Do you know what rule number 2 is?
Don't cheat.
No, see rule number 1.
Which, is similar.
Yeah, pretty much. And rule number 3 is you do you, boo-boo. Let your freak flag fly. We don't judge you here. Just don't violate rule number 1. We really don't care. Sydney obviously can't pull out the questions and whatnot. But, Sydney, when you get home, what are you going to be drinking when you get there?
I'm going to be drinking boxed white wine from Target.
Franzia or something better?
Something better. Like, it's one of those, like, hip-looking little Target brands. So, it looks like a cube instead of a narrow rectangle, so you know it's cool.
Oh, yeah. I'm currently drinking my... It's all in the animation, whatever. I will be drinking Old Busthead Sky Meadows Blonde Lager. I'll get to that in a second. I'm currently doing a palate cleanse with Coors Light. Waiting for fucking Verizon to call us. That's gonna be great because we're trying to get our our cable fixed because we moved cable box from upstairs to downstairs. For some reason, that made it freak the fuck out because.
That was your first mistake, was touching it at all.
Yeah. So Purdue is playing tonight. They're playing Penn State, and so I have to cheer for Purdue because otherwise I'm going to be crucified. Yeah, something like that. So I or Purdue colors, go Purdue, boiler up, all that good stuff.
And your fiance is screaming in the background?
No, she hasn't home yet. Her last client ended about 20 minutes ago, so she should be home about 5-10 minutes.
Okay. So I could hear it soon. Anyways, I'm just trying to look forward to a little bit of flavor in the background.
Oh, that was the reason we set up the cable box or tried to set up the cable box in the basement, was so that today she can yell and scream at the TV and not get picked up here. And tomorrow, when she has some video conference calls with makeup people and whatnot, she can't hear me screaming and yelling at Virginia Tech football. So,
swear to God, you let ODU beat you one more time. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Drop that ball. Drop that ball again. I will show you where it goes.
I live, as a crow flies, a mile from ODU. I am not looking forward to commuting home tomorrow because it's gonna be crazy. Which is so weird. I don't live in a football town, but they want to pretend like it is when they play Virginia Tech.
I'm super waiting. Like, so Japan has already done this, but I'm super waiting for college football schools to erect hologram fields. So even if your team is away, you can go to your stadium and still watch the game like hologram style. Because like that'd be like, I think like, okay, you pay like $5 to go see. You don't drop the $110 for your ticket or whatever. But I think that'd be pretty cool and be a good way for like every college to make money.
Sounds complex and like it would mess up a whole lot. But I like the option.
It's apparently so Japan had originally proposed it when they wanted to host the FIFA World Cup, where essentially you would drop a glass box or glass cube over the field, which you could watch the game live in any stadium, and it'd be a hologram, which sounded pretty cool. But anyway.
At the edge of my neighborhood, so I can help you read questions soon. After I get the wine from Target.
Speaking of questions, we have 48 as per usual, 6 rounds of 8. Our first 7 will always be 1 point each plus a speed bonus for how you answer them, how quickly you answer them, and the last question will be a speed round. So, just to clarify, or just to what's the word? Recap. SporkleCon in September. Use Drink and Think trivia. We're gonna do Harry Potter this month for our theme night. We are gonna have a sponsor next week, HelloFresh. You should definitely watch because it's gonna be an improved production. And last but not least, Sydney is going to hurry up and get home because the first couple questions I'm going to ask by myself. But with that, scan the QR code top right, and let's get started. First question. You know them, you love them. It's time for current events. Lauren Boebert had some pretty harsh things to say about the student loan forgiveness program, stating that it paid for Karen's kids to major in what in college? Which, where the fuck was this when I was in college? I'm really upset now.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and guess that underwater basket weaving is not an answer. I don't know.
It is a part of the multiple choice answers, yes.
Nice. That could be the answer. Who knows? It's funny how that is such a universal joke. Like, I thought that was a weird Virginia Tech specific joke that people were making, and then I heard other people do it. I'm like, where did this come from? Who started this?
Ohio State apparently legitimately had underwater basket weaving. It was to get your scuba certification though, but
okay.
At the same time, like they labeled it underwater basket, or correction, it was to get the what is it, the dive master license, but to do it, it was underwater basket weaving essentially. And no one got the answer right, but it's lesbian dance theory is what Lauren Boebert was saying we were all paying for, which
oh my god.
Again, like, where was this when I was in college? I would have been there every day. So,
did anyone say basket weaving? Was that on me? Did I do that to you? I'm so sorry.
Nah, no, right. Number 2, NASA had to call off the launch. I said it spelled of, but it should be off. NASA had to call off the launch of its new big moon rocket because they thought it might have cracked. But in actuality, it was just frost, and they looked stupid. But what was that rocket called? Sydney, if you want to, like, hang up and come back, I got you. Motherfucker. Alright, 1 second. 2 seconds, sorry. Okay, so that worked out perfectly. I put myself in the virtual queue for Verizon like an hour and 45 minutes ago. They just started calling. Allie came home right at that moment, and I had to run downstairs and give her the phone so she'd answer it. But the answer is Artemis. It was the Artemis rocket that got delayed until, I think, next Saturday? Next question. A truck full of fruit crashed in California, blocking a huge highway. What fruit was blocking that highway? Everyone seems to have some preconceived notions about California. I'll tell you right now, they're probably wrong. Well, the answer is tomatoes, not avocados. A truck spilled over and spilled something like 6 tons of tomatoes onto the road, and it could not be passed. All right. Next question, question number 4. A penguin in San Diego is having a problem with an everyday task. What everyday item did they give the penguin, named Lucas, by the way? I really wish he was here today because I really wanted to... This penguin named Lucas, what did they give him to cope with this problem that he has so that he can have a day-to-day life? I mean, really though, if I were to imagine Lucas as an animal of any shape or sort, it'd be an otter. Definitely be an otter. It'd be cuddly otter. All right, with that we have everybody. So they gave him shoes. He apparently had like a weird flipper thingy. I don't know, but they gave him shoes to correct it, and now he just walks around all happy. He has happy feet, if you will. Boo. Alright. Russia is still being a dick. Go figure. This time, just to spite everyone, he decided to shut off what resource outgoing to the rest of the world. As Sydney loads in.
I sure hope the right camera turns on, because I notice it's not turning on right now.
It's black.
Cool.
Is it your headset again? Your Oculus?
I'm concerned that's gonna happen. Get ready to look like you're spying on my house. Voice activity. It doesn't believe in me.
So the answer is gas. He turned off a major gas pipeline that was running to Europe that also fed the rest of the world because, yeah, why not? Do you have the site pulled up or should I keep going? Oh, there you are.
It was a cap the whole time. Cool.
Say hi to the fans at home, Sydney.
Hi, fans at home, Sydney.
Do you have the next one set up or should we keep going?
Breed one more. Your camera looks so good, Doug. Holy crap.
Well, it's also because I have a O-ring or a O whatever right here. You can see my hand like super. Anyway. Speaking of Russia, what pizza restaurant chain honored Gorbachev's death with an ad campaign? Gorbachev, tear down that wall. I take it you didn't eat, Sydney.
Who does that?
Yeah, Doug has an O-ring. Doug has plenty of O-rings. Alright, the answer is Pizza Hut. Apparently they have a big connection. Alright, Kenny, I got you.
What day is it?
Alright. You know the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, I have to remember how to do this. Wow. Remember Oscar Pistorius? I sure do. I pronounce his name really well. Oscar Pistorius shot his girlfriend through a locked bathroom door. Yeah, he's trying to get out of jail on what claim?
Remember how big
I do, actually.
This was during our college career. I remember this being a huge story.
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore, junior, so junior, senior for you?
Yeah. I mean, I certainly remember the story, but I did not realize that that was his last name. Whoops! Okay, I have this giant glass of wine. I overfilled it just to prevent any trips. Hooray. Take off that dumb card again.
What's the answer?
The answer is, he has served enough time, he thinks.
Yeah.
Cool.
He got what was it, 16 and a half years. He served 12 of that, and he said he should be up for parole now. Allie says hi.
There was a bag of Cheez-Its on my desk when I got here, so this is more food. So far my dinner has comprised of Twizzlers Pull and Peel, and now these Cheez-Its.
Not bad.
Ah.
Last one of the round. Given all that has gone on in the world and in America, what American average has decreased because of, well, let's be honest, our lifestyle? So the last question of the round. There's a wager portion to it. You can wager up to 7 points. Don't forget the wine.
So, the meeting I was in was for a live D&D show that the theater that I go to has been putting out. It's already pre-sold out. I got your ticket already, Donald. Anyways, they're doing a campaign where they have player characters kind of, moving through the story that the dungeon master has created. And then they're NPC characters, and I'm an NPC character. So I have some control over what I do, but I was a kobold. So I wore cardboard armor and a helmet. And then there are pictures online.
That's amazing.
I look so uncomfortable. I apologized to them today. I was like, listen, when I tried this on the first time, it was snug against my head and it fit. But when I was on the stage, it kept moving everywhere. They're like, just make it a thing. Anyone here play D&D? Is it everyone? Does everyone play D&D here? Fun fact, I've actually not played D&D before. I love watching podcasts, listening to podcasts of it, and watching Dimension 20 on Dropout. So I get how it goes, but I've never played it before. So.
Oh, you haven't?
No. I feel like I feel like I'm stealing someone else's place by being on the show.
Well,
but
you play Gloomhaven though, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. So literally, just imagine Gloomhaven without the cards.
I get it. That's why I feel comfortable being in the realm of all of this.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm taking someone's legitimate spot because I think they want to be nerds. Like all of the people in the, not all of them, but there are some people in the crowd who are like trying to shout out moves for us. And we're like, shut up. Wait, we don't say that, but like, this is not your time. This is supposed to be like a dumb show.
It's called metagaming. You don't tell other people what to do, where to move, or how to cast their spells. Like, so there's I guess there's an unwritten rule with D&D that like, if someone is new, you kind of explain to them like, hey, you could do this, or you could do that, or you could do this third thing. And those are all beneficial, so they kind of like learn what their spells and their attacks and their like role is, which like that makes sense. But if it's an entire group of experienced people, anyone who speaks up and is like, oh, you should do blah 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 blah, like, go fuck yourself. Let me play my character how I want to play it.
There is one guy that Donald, if I mention him, he's gonna be like, oh, that guy's awful. He just would be in the background like, you should do this with a roll d12 for blah blah blah. Like he'd just speak up to whatever, like in a quiet crowd. He'd just give his opinion out of like 100 people. No, do not do that. Sorry if that man's on this call right now. You annoyed all of us. I'm not sorry.
Well, the answer is life expectancy. I gave it to age and lifespan.
Good call.
Weather up. All right, we're going to do leaderboards every 2 rounds, so
I guess we're jumping right into presidential libraries.
go for it.
All right, great. Okay, given the president, tell us which state you can find their presidential library. First up, the first president, George Washington. But yeah, anyways, that's where I was before this, was at a meeting kind of recapping our experience and them asking me, how did it go? Because they give you a lot of random plot points you have to tell the actors. What's cool about this show is they genuinely are keeping the NPC monsters away from the player characters, so the campaign we know about, but they're learning on stage. So they're really trying to play D&D a little bit. And they're doing, they were invited to participate in a podcast next Friday. Technically, I was too, but again, I've never played D&D, so I don't feel comfortable representing us in a game where I'm like, what's Constitution? Can I roll now? D20! Anyways.
Oh, shit, all my D20s are downstairs.
The answer to this was Virginia is where George Washington's library is located.
Oh, the next one would be JFK. Where is JFK's library?
The cheeses are so good.
I'm having.
If I wasn't doing this right now, nope, I'm gonna cut you off again.
Go for it.
If I wasn't eating this, I would be making a HelloFresh meal. And that's not because you're sponsored next week. I genuinely have a backlog of them.
So our HelloFresh sponsor is the HelloFresh Factor 45, which is the one that like really throw into the like, microwave for 45 seconds or something like that, and it makes the perfect meal.
You have to sound genuine about that.
I don't have to sound genuine until next week.
Okay.
So I went to 2 doctors today. One was a phlebotomist, and so it looks like I kind of have fucking track marks on my arm. The other one was a podiatrist. Which, why do you get into feet? Like, it's just...
Yeah, you know why.
Oh, that was Allie's answer, too. She was like, fetish? I was like, okay, so how do you explain people get into pediatrics? And please, dear God, I hope it's not the same answer.
It's definitely not. The love of children is very different than the love of feet, because there's no way you can frame that makes it sound normal.
Yeah, but
so,
teachers don't stick around, but pediatric doctors do. So, oh right, the pay difference, right? Anyway, the answer is Massachusetts. JFK's congressional library is in Massachusetts.
All right. So Abraham Lincoln, where is that man's presidential library? I feel like I would have gotten all of these if I had played. Wow, people were ready to go.
Wow, they were on top of that. Damn.
Yes.
I mean, it's a little... Ooh, Brizzy. Brizzy. What's your problem, man? Woman, they, them, Z, I don't know. Who am I missing? Unhappy, Scrappy, and Tiny. There we go. Okay.
All right, so as everyone knew, apparently within 0.05 seconds of me asking the question, it was Illinois.
Hey, do you know where Abraham Lincoln's from?
Indiana.
Yeah, it's Indiana. It's
according
100% Indiana.
To Brizzy. Whoever you are out there. Sorry.
Also, that gif is from Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which is 10 out of 10 would watch again. Alright, Harry S. Truman. Where is his library? It's funny, the state that he's in, the battleship named after it, has a legacy behind it.
I believe you. I'll take your word for it. What have you been up to? Trivia?
Work,
Me
trivia,
not participating in
planning a fucking wedding.
Wow. I'm so sorry. Oh, how's that going?
Not great.
Oh boy, when are you getting married?
March 25th.
Oh boy. What a date to have completely solid and me not having known about that.
Oh, we haven't told a lot of people yet.
Well, not everyone here knows. We're all in it, baby.
It's well, no, part of it is we settled on the date. We got the venue, and then it was just fighting with all of the. We don't have all the vendors yet, so it's still. We don't want to save out. We don't want to send out anything with a date on it yet until.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, probably.
My big life thing is I'm looking to buy a new house.
Really?
I am. I always told myself if I was going to buy a new house, it would be because I was moving. But I'm like, I'm kind of rooted here now. Because I have a lot of things that I do here now. And Donald just started a new job and he really likes it. It's just...
Yeah.
So I'm looking to buy a new house. And I don't know where that's going to be. I have like a year to figure it out.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's fine. Are you wait?
Yeah.
Are you renting your current place or do you own it?
No, I own it, but I have an ARM mortgage where I was like,
Ah.
yeah. So I am happy to refinance if that's our choice, if that's what we choose to do. But like, it kind of helps me kind of get the clock ticking to make a decision, you know. So I kind of like that.
Little fire under your ass just to help out.
Yep. And Donald's on board. He wants to do it too, and I was like, yeah. So, what's the answer? Let's keep going.
The answer is Missouri. And for those of you who don't know, Missouri, the USS Missouri was where the Treaty of World War II was signed off the coast of Japan.
Oh, cool.
That's cool to me, damn it.
Sorry. All right, next question. The Dwight D. Eisenhower. Dwight D. Eisenhower Library. Where is it?
Dwight Big D Eisenhower.
Dwight D. Eisenhower. The first. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Donald is also getting into looking at houses. Like, now he sends them to me too. I'm like, it's not just me. Oh, the point I was gonna make is, technically this is my house. Like, my...
Yeah.
But
I sold my house.
he sold his house.
To
Are you gonna
move
be
in with
using?
you.
Are you gonna be using that house as a down payment for our new house, Donald? Oh, cool. All right. You heard it there, folks. Don't forget he said that.
No, he said I can, not I will.
It's his house too. It's just that's why making a move makes sense, because now we can like get a house that we as a couple can afford rather than me if I was alone could afford.
So I have a question. What happened to the chair behind your desk? It's now replaced with 2 DDR pads.
The chair's gone. It was just a shitty old chair. It was a hand-me-down from my mom, and Donald didn't like it. He wants a better chair. We haven't gotten a better chair, but we got rid of the other chair.
So
and
you
now that was always there behind the chair.
So you
this
have
whole time.
you have a DDR mat, and then on the other side you have a DDR panel.
Yes. He has a lot of DDR stuff. Donald was a DDR arcade kid.
Dude, DDR is fucking awesome.
All right, I'm gonna end the question.
All right.
The answer to Dwight Eisenhower was Kansas. It's in Kansas.
Ronald Reagan, the actor, not the president, because that changes where his presidential library is. I don't actually know, but
Wow.
so like, what
Bullshit.
happens when we hit 50 presidents? Like, do we just start doubling up on states, or?
Do they? Wait, does every president have to put their presidential library in a different state?
Oh, I mean, they get to pick, and I assume presidents at this point are like, well, nothing's in Missouri, so let's fucking put it there, because...
Isn't something literally in Missouri? Wasn't that the previous
Yeah,
question?
that was like 2 questions
It was
ago.
a terrible
But like, what happens when we run out of states? Do we get Gen 2 presidential libraries?
I'm Googling this. Presidential libraries. No one else do this, just me.
Well, the answer is California. Which, I mean, the actor Ronald Reagan coming from California. Shocker.
Not everyone has a library. So that right there.
They'll make more states. What's Puerto Rico going to become a state? Or DC's
Okay,
going to
again,
become a state?
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 presidential libraries. We have time to figure this out.
We got, oh yeah, but we got, what, 35 presidents to figure this out with.
Do they like retcon presidential libraries?
I don't know. If there's only 15 presidential libraries, then
Yeah. And Donald Trump already has his.
is it in Florida?
Oh, great question. That's not a question coming up, I don't think.
Wait, is it in Russia?
I have genuinely no idea.
No. Did you know he buried his wife on his golf course to get
I'm so aware. He pays fee. The estate pays membership fees for it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
All right.
My God, fuck that guy. Anyways, William McKinley. Where's that man's presidential library? Where is it? Where is Donald Trump's presidential? Contact us. Well,
Oh shit.
Archival Operations Division Trump Presidential Library is in DC. But I don't know if I went to other libraries, it would also be like, it's actually in DC. No, yeah. So he's got some archival set aside in DC, which all I can imagine is it's us kind of looking at it, not us being with him on it. Anyways, the answer to William McKinley was it's in Ohio.
Also, I will say this 9 gajillion times. What the fuck is wrong with Ohio that they keep sending their people off planet?
I don't know.
Oh,
Great
wait.
question.
Cincinnati, Cleveland, Dayton. Anyway, moving on. Herbert Hoover. This is a wager question for your response, so you better figure it fuck out.
So here's a story about this DDR pad right here. I recently made friends with the lady friend of a friend of mine. So I know a person pretty well. We're friends. He's seeing someone. He's divorced, but now he's talking to someone and they're not dating. I became friends with her on I became friends with her on Facebook, and the first thing I ever saw out of her Facebook was, I am looking for DDR pads. And I was like, ha, that's crazy. I have them, but I just met you recently, and you're just my friend, so I'm not gonna say anything yet. But then I met her a couple more times, and then she posted about still needing them, and I was like, Donald, do you mind lending your DDR pads out? And he's like, yeah, that's no problem. Do they need the system? Do they need the game? I was like, I don't think so. She just sent the pads. Turns out she did need everything. She
What?
decided to have a boba tea and DDR party for her friend. They were just like, what would be two fun things to do? Making boba tea and playing DDR. Great, let's do it. We don't have any of these things. So they had to buy a boba tea making kit, and then they were looking for like a month for DDR stuff. And it just so happened that I became friends with her, and now she got to borrow our stuff. And we party was, we were invited, of course. Like that would be weird if we weren't. But we're like, all right, here's the stuff. Okay, have fun playing DDR, bye. And then they gave it back a week later. So, the end. Where?
That like just I sent you a message. The answer is Iowa. No one, everyone said Nevada. That's not the answer. But with that, let's go to our leaderboard. In first place, we have MD Code Bunghole 26.492. Second place, MD Twisted Bunghole 18.637. Lucas and the Fam and 15. MD Bunghole Blast 11.1. Unhappy, Scrappy, and Tiny 11.0. And MD Major Bunghole 9. I cannot figure out. This was a Mad Dog Code, Mad Dog Twisted, Mad Dog Blast. I actually, did you know that MD does not stand for Mad Dog?
Does it stand for medical doctor?
No, it stands for Muggin' Dovins. It is a kosher for Passover alcohol.
I have had it one time in my life.
And I refuse to have it again.
And it was because my sister, who at the time was 14, got it purchased for her and she didn't like it. So she came to me in my room and she's like, do you want this? I don't like it. And I was like, yes, thank you.
You're out.
Like, we did not get along when she was 14, but I still would never rat her out. I was just like, Anyways, ready for the next round?
Yep, go for it.
All right, great. So, time for a round on the sweet holy nectar of the gods, aka coffee. Given the ingredients, name the coffee drink. First up, espresso and steamed milk. Wow, I wish I was playing this round. The whole game. This whole game. Oh, I trump all of you. All of you!
All of you!
Y'all. Okay, well, the answer to that was a latte.
A latte?
A latte. There is a difference between a cappuccino and a latte. We might learn about it later. We might not. All right. Go ahead. God, your camera looks so good.
1 second. Sorry. Cool. All right. Next one. Espresso, chocolate, and steamed milk. Espresso, chocolate, and steamed milk.
I love coffee. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you've probably seen this too. The most default gift card people tend to give at random is a Starbucks gift card. And I recently received about, like, in total, $60 worth of Starbucks gift cards. For whatever reasons, just the kindness of me just brings it out of them. But, like, I have a Starbucks app, so I can just add in, like, you know, the card number and the PIN, and then it adds it to my total. So I just get Starbucks using my gift card, and I get all the points. So sometimes in the morning, I'm just like, I'm gonna pick up some Starbucks. So for the past 2 days, I've been getting the pumpkin cream cold brews because they literally came back out yesterday, and that's the best drink. It's so good.
Pumpkin spice latte.
They're good, But pumpkin cream cold brew is so good.
The answer is mocha.
All right. The next one is coffee, whiskey, and sugar cream. I don't know what sugar cream
No,
is.
this is.
Is it sugar, comma, cream? Or is it sugar cream?
No, there's a difference, and I'm really upset about this. Because I have ordered at a... Hey, backstory, since everyone answered. So I used to date this girl. Her name was Kelly. She lived up in Minnesota. Her parents were fucking loaded. We went to this restaurant. I was trying to order the cheapest thing on the menu because, like, I was always raised to, like, don't, like, put on to other people. So I was like, I'll have the lobster bisque for $37. Ugh. And so everyone was having an after dinner drink, and they're like, "Oh, I'll have the blah blah blah." I was like, "I'll just have an Irish coffee," thinking it was Bailey's, whiskey, and coffee. It is not. That is not what an Irish coffee is, which is also the answer. Sorry, I'm throwing that away. An Irish coffee is just straight coffee and whiskey. Like, that's it. It's a black coffee with whiskey in it.
Well, this is a misleading question.
It is.
That's probably why someone said it's a White Russian, which it's not even close. There's Kahlua and a White Russian. Let's calm down.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, the answer was Irish coffee.
Take the next one, because I stole the last one from you. I'm sorry.
But you didn't. I read it. I mean, you read the answer. Anyways, espresso, steamed milk, and froth. Well, okay, people are answering.
Oh, damn. You hit that button and immediately it was like, ah!
That's on me. That's on me.
Yeah, go for it.
I usually do better. I think. I might not. This is where I'm at.
Go for it. You need a refill then. I got 3 more beers in my chamber, so let's go for it.
Okay, no, I'm good. So the answer was cappuccino. So the difference there was there's froth in a cappuccino and not in a latte. Which makes cappuccino inferior to lattes for that reason. Donald, can I have more?
I definitely saw Donald walk through your background, and I was like, oh, Allie's here. And
Someone's in the background.
I was looking at it as if it was mine, and I just saw like a body move behind, and I was like, oh, hey, Allie's here. And
which
looked
is funny
back, and I was like, why the fuck
on the
is no one
flip
here?
side, I barely noticed he was in my camera. I just knew, like, based on sound of my house that he was there. Anyways.
So with my headphones, I do not. So like when Lucas and I host, the only reason I ever know Allie's in the room is Lucas will start doing this number because he's waving at Allie in the background, and I'm like, why the fuck are you? Oh, hey.
Did you see the magic trick I just performed, where the glass went off screen and disappeared?
Yeah, but can you do it again?
Yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, you have to will the magic to happen. Anyways, it's now that we flip-flopped, you're gonna now introduce the rounds. So I know that's why you did it.
Another magic trick?
Wow.
Okay, sorry. Espresso and hot water makes what?
A nightmare. A desperate attempt to get espresso into your body.
The call is coming from inside the house.
I did it. Thank you. What am I doing?
It's upsetting how you drink that wine. It's a white wine. You're supposed to hold it by the base and sip on it. Oh.
All right. That was disgusting.
No, the answer is Americano.
It's funny because the gif of the next one reminds me of me just now. So this one is espresso and foam.
Can you say that again, please?
I I actually don't know what I said.
The moving picture that's currently playing. What is that file type called?
Oh, a GIF.
Do you want to try that one more time?
A GIF.
God, you're so fucking wrong.
Wow. No, I'm not.
Like sight. Okay, how do you pronounce something that you get on Christmas? What is it called?
It's called a gift. That long-necked creature from Africa. What do you call that?
A giraffe, and that's GIR.
Okay. Who cares?
So,
Who cares that it's GIR?
Pick another word that starts with
answer
GIF that does
macchiato. The answer was macchiato.
Does not say GIF.
Espresso foam is macchiato.
The answer is GIF.
What's your source? And don't say the guy who created it because he was an engineer, not an English major. But find me another word, any other word in the English language that has GIF as it's anywhere in it that it's not pronounced GIF.
Okay. I feel like we have gone through this more than once.
That's fine, and I will keep going through it.
So it's your turn to read a question.
Next one. Espresso and coffee is called a what? All right, literally any other word with the letters G, I, and F show up where it is a long J sound instead of a G sound. I'll wait.
I'm gonna make up a new word.
No, you're not.
I'll add to the list of GIFs.
The answer is it's a red eye. So obviously,
A nightmare.
if you want to survive, you're playing. Yeah.
All right, so I have a story about that. Your free response question, upon which you may wager up to 7 points, is: what do you call 2 ounces of espresso? So I thought that I mixed up red eye and a flight or like an airline that existed in the 90s. What is the name of that? Okay, what? Concorde jets. So I had for the longest time thought that red eye was actually the Concorde jets, and that red eyes were notoriously fast because of the Parent Trap. Because in the Parent Trap,
Father, did you know that Concorde is faster? That we literally watched Parent Trap yesterday.
They took the red eye. Yeah, but they took the red eye. They took the red eye Concorde jet. That's how they did it. But I, in my tiny brain, mixed up Concorde and red eye as one concept. So I have thought to this day that red eye meant a very fast plane. No, it means an overnight flight because of the red light of the plane. That was something I learned, I'm going to tell you, 4 months ago.
It's because you stay up late because of the time of the flight. Turns your eyes red.
So I still thought it was because of the plane.
Nope.
Like, because they had...
It's literally called a red eye because if you leave at 11...
Can we both be right?
Let's say you leave at 11 p.m. and you land at 4 a.m. and stay up the entire time, your eyes are going to be red because you are sleep deprived.
Because you got stoned as fuck waiting for that stupid flight.
God, I wish.
Anyways, the answer was Doppio, and I don't accept any of the other answers you all have provided.
Remember that. Remember that word. Remember Doppio.
Doppio.
All right, next one. British words. Moving across the pond, Brits like to use different words. These are all free response, so you're going to have to type them in. Brits like to use different words than the ones we use in the States. Give the word. Tell me what they're talking about. So if I say the word chips in British slang or in British words, what does it mean in English or American English?
Say it in a British accent.
Chips.
There you go.
I'll have some
so-
fish. I'll have some fish and chips, mate.
That's Australian.
That's Australian. Yeah.
He's
but-
gone Australian.
No, we've gone Australian. I really wanted to add, as part of like a clue, was the Australian word for it too, just to see if we could really fuck with people. But yeah, so if I ask for chips in Britain or the UK, what would I get? The answer is French fries.
Best attempt to do British accents when we say these. So here's
Yep.
mine. The next word is biscuit. That was not British.
That
So
was
biscuit.
southern. It's time for biscuits.
Biscuit.
It's time for biscuits.
I feel like a biscuit. A biscuit.
Biscuits.
Minimize the amount of word I say. My Bobby. Hello. I love this giant heathen. Come here. Yeah. There she is.
Oh,
This is my-
hello, baby.
This is my big anxiety-ridden foopy dog.
Are you allowed to give her like implant teeth so she can stand up for herself?
Oh, that's the bigger dog. This is a bigger dog. The
Oh.
bigger dog has real teeth. The smaller
So-
dog has
Can you give the
shaven teeth.
Can you give the smaller dog like some titanium teeth or something just to like?
No. No.
Well, the answer is
Cookie. Hold on. I gotta accept cookies. I accept because you said a multiple. Who cares?
that's fine.
Yep. I'm watching. Good job. Unhappy, Scrappy, and Tiny.
Petrol. What are we talking about?
Sweet
I-
Lord.
If I go to a store and ask for petrol, what am I trying to get? I got him. Also, we 100% are trying to. We need to come down at some point to hang out with you guys again.
I'll have a bigger house at some point.
Well, like every weekend has been filled, which is just fucking.
I mean,
terrible.
that's same. I get it. This is actually my first fully free weekend.
We don't
Again.
We have a
I'm-
partial free weekend. We have a child's birthday to go to, but other than that, the answer is gasoline, gas, or fuel. Also, we're not going down the Anne Frank road again.
No, you're not. Okay, next question. A jumper. A jumper.
A jumper.
A jumper.
My mother made you a jumper.
For Christmas, all I got was a jumper, but it was with love, so that's okay.
My mother made you a jumper as well. It has your initials on it, Harry.
When I drive in my car, I sometimes like to have fun with accents, and I feel like I can do a very exacerbated Hermione. I'm not gonna do it right now, but it's I think I do a really good one.
Oh, Russia is my go-to. Like when I get pissed off in traffic and no one else is in my car. No, I counted fuel. I counted fuel and gas, Favreau. If no one else is in my car, I will start going into a Russian accent, just to like yell at other people.
I learned this is an actual trick. There's a certain phrase you will use to get you in the space for it. What do you feel like you say to get yourself in the Russian accent? Like, what really kicks it off?
Get into the Russian accent.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Like, before you start going into Russian, you're like, vodka. And then you start going for it. Because it helps.
Oh no, it's I will destroy your family. Oh no, sorry, it's I must break you. It's the Ivan Drago, Rocky. I must break you.
Yeah, there's something that gets it. And for me, when I do the Hermione voice, it's Harry. Like, it's just a very breathy, like, Harry.
Or worse, will get suspended or expelled.
Yeah. That's it. I don't even feel like I put the right, like, tinniness to the A to make it sound Britishy. Anyways, the word
It's
was
Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa.
I accepted sweatshirt or sweater. I don't know if I should have, but I did anyways
It's
because you
fine.
get it. You get it. All right.
What is a bonnet?
A bonnet.
A bonnet.
A bonnet.
I watch, so the amount of BBC television I watch through Amazon Prime is ridiculous. Just so I showed my mom. What are the shows at? So I showed her Doctor Who, Grand Tour, Downton Abbey. Like most, like if you think of like British shows that Americans watch, I have introduced her to that, and all of them just like, this is fucking hilarious. I'm like, yeah, that's it's only funny because you don't understand it. But the answer is it's a hood of a car. So if you're to pop the hood, you'd be popping the bonnet.
Okay, next word.
I'm so proud of this GIF.
I'm not. Trousers. Trousers.
Trousers.
Trousers. Trousers. Do do do. Catching up with random notifications. At everyone, such a cheat code to get your attention. Like, oh, someone tagged me. Oh, they tagged everyone.
Yeah, it's like I tagged 9,000 people.
I'm not special. No. All right. I accept that answer. Good job. I don't accept that answer. Why are you so jumpy, you weirdo? I love this stupid dog.
We're missing Lucas and the fam and
Guys, it's the answer you think it is. Hint. You know what this is. Pants we got disconnectors in the Christmas store. I accept that answer. Violation detected.
No,
they definitely had to look up the answer.
Don't worry about it.
I know. I accepted it. Good job. Pants. It was pants.
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 Fuck. I want to play a game of droughts.
I've never heard of this. Good luck, all of you. But I like that you framed it as a game of droughts.
I want to play a game of droughts.
It's where you stand on opposite sides of a cliff and point pistols at each other. Don't be fooled by what you've ever heard. No, guns. These are guns. Droughts. You're so desperate for fun. It's a drought for fun. You'd rather just watch two people shoot themselves.
If you played Assassin's Creed, you know exactly what this is called.
Active question. For only a second more. Oh, 2 seconds more.
MD bunghole blast and MD major bunghole. Answer your question. All right, the answer is checkers.
And the last one. I can't British this. Candy floss.
I would love some candy floss, please.
Candy floss. I can't. Candy floss.
It's the workup. You have to pick a sentence.
That's what I was thinking.
You get into the British when you hit the final word. So like pick a 6 or 7 word sentence and then hit that last one.
My brain just said parked the car in the yard, and I was like, well, not that one. Pack the car in the yard. Candy floss.
That's Jersey, but
That's Boston.
that's Jersey too.
Tell
Tell me the difference
no.
between Jersey and Boston. If anyone can tell me the difference between Jersey and Boston.
Like the like fake Italian kind of thing. Like Jersey's like fake Italian, and then Boston's more nasal, and pack the car in the yard.
I feel like it's
That's
the
the difference.
same, but
All right. Okay, so everyone who got it, got it. Everyone who didn't. End question. It was cotton candy, but I like the Chip Chip Cheerio.
chip chip chill. All right. Well, leaderboard in first place, 54.9 points is MD Code Bunghole. Second place, MD Twisted Bunghole, 48.7. Lucas and the Fam and 42.
Lucas and the fam.
MD Bunghole Blaster 9. Unhappy Scrappy and Tiny 38. MD Major Bunghole is 25. We are not going to be playing games tonight. I'm sorry, everybody, but
That's the only reason I agreed to do this.
bullshit. You know you only turn off your camera, not your mic, right? Anyway, you're up next, so go for it.
No, I'm not. I did candy floss.
All right. I'm gonna regret writing this question, but here goes. The official name of what world capital translates to City of Angels, Great City of the Immortals, Magnificent City of the Nine Gems, Seat of the King, City of Royal Palaces, Home of Gods Incarnate, erected by Vishvakarman at Indra's behest. Yeah, I'm the king, baby. I don't know why I feel like Randy Savage should speak like Duke Nukem, but oh yeah. Are you really just gonna keep your camera off at this point? Because
No.
okay,
I'm different now. Look where I went. It's the Mushroom World, everyone.
have you seen the Rick and Morty, or not the Rick? I don't know what the fuck the game's called, but the gameplay of the
Trover versus
no.
Dave's Universe. Okay.
No, the new one, it's you have a gun and a knife, and the gun is the voice of Morty, and the knife is the voice of Rick.
I have heard of this. Not played it. I have heard of it. I don't even know
What?
it's released yet.
It's not released yet. It was just a trailer, but it was
Okay, gotcha.
fucking awesome.
I did last week purchase Trover Saves the Universe, and I did finish it already.
Wow, how long did it take you?
Not long.
I've got it. I keep meaning to get to it.
I loved it. I thought their VR setup was great. It was like it prevented me from feeling sick.
Well,
Like it just was really well designed.
It was all from seating position too, which is
Yes.
probably the best part.
They make your character that you're playing a chairopian. So like you sit in a chair. That's all you do. And
Okay, do you like rhythm games?
I do.
Ragnarok is the way to go with VR.
Okay.
It's Ragnarok. You essentially you're the drummer at the head of a like Viking ship. And as the stuff comes down and you play, it's so like that is the game I got Allie into VR with. She is obsessed with it.
Beat Saber did it to me. The instant I played Beat Saber, I was like, I almost cried. It was so beautiful and crazy and immersive.
The answer is Bangkok.
Right. Anyways, the next question. The world's greenest city, forest-covered, non-environmentally friendly, is also one of the most expensive. What world capital was previously called Christiana? And I did just check. It took me only 5 hours to get through the whole Trover Saves the Universe
That's
gameplay.
not bad.
and it's very forgiving. I appreciated that because I hadn't played VR in a while, so I was like, fuck, I don't want to have to like balance all these things, but it's very kind to you, and I liked that. And it's just Rick and Morty, but with a different animation slapped on top of it.
That's my big difference between, like, the forgiveness I'm willing to give the like Justin Roiland and what's his face? Rick and Morty, other guy.
Dan Harmon.
Like, the forgiveness I'm willing to give them versus like George R.R. Martin. like at no point have Justin and Dan ever stopped putting out stuff. Like, they put out Solar Opposites, they put out games, they put out other seasons of other shows. They just keep working. George R.R. Martin's like, I'm gonna take a 9-year hiatus to make this prequel that no one asked for, even though people have been asking for this 6th book for 19 years. And
that's a good George R.R. Martin impression. Listen, I recently tried to do a nerdy impression. I did that, and someone's like, "That's too jockey."
Like, go.
No, it's not.
Go fuck yourself, George.
Yeah.
Like if well, and on top of that, Dan Harmon also has Harmon Quest, where he literally plays D&D on stage. The man who created they're
making a movie of Community. It's happening.
I hope so. 6 seasons in a movie.
No, it is happening.
Okay.
It's happening.
What's the answer?
Oslo. The answer is Oslo.
The Vatican and what other nation that gained its independence in 1631 are completely surrounded by Italy?
So I'm gonna be fully honest here. For that D&D show, I'm a monster NPC. That's my role. So whatever like monsters they're fighting or whatever random NPCs they want them to encounter, that's me. I was so hoping to have the opportunity to wear something like Renaissance-y and like show my chest a little bit. But everything I did was a man. I was a man, and then I was a kobold. So I couldn't. I mean, I could technically have been like
let's be real. If anyone saw a chesty NPC, they would try to seduce it instead of fight it.
So here's the thing, though. Well, they're not part of the gameplay, but they have what they call dice wenches participate in the show, where they give giant foam D20s out to the audience. So whenever any player character has to roll for something, they give it to an audience member, and the audience member throws it on stage. But they're wearing like the bar tavern-y outfit, and I was like, I want to too. And then I was like, instead I was a kobold where I took my sword and I had to treat it like my dick. So I
want to do that thing. The answer is San Marino.
Next question. Oh my god. Okay, there it is. Whew. The coldest national capital in the world might not be what you expect. What national capital was founded in 1639 as a Buddhist monastery for the nomadic people in the area? Wow, I hate geography so much. I don't know.
I really want to be part of this production now. Like, I wish I wasn't fucking 2.5 hours away.
Right? You could be an audience member.
Unless I was specifically picked out several times to make the trip.
I could make sure that you were picked out. Just wear that sweet bandana, and I'll be like, pick that guy.
This is my aesthetic now while I'm streaming.
I like it.
I only wear the band. So there was an aesthetic that I had. I think it was 80s night
drunk
or something.
man. Oh, okay.
Hold on. It started somewhere. Hold on.
So while you find out, the answer was, I'm just gonna try so hard to get this over with. Ulaanbaatar. Ulaanbaatar. We're gonna say that's the answer. And how you? I mean, that is the answer, but I don't know if
that's where it started. That was a 80s night.
Do I have cool stuff over here? No.
That's where the headband started.
I'm gonna make my hair do something fun. Hold on. The headset's coming off. You read the next question. I'll be
Alright.
here, but like, hold on.
Ranked number 1 in the world for quality of living, what capital city is the most isolated and most southern capital in the world? I really hope this is coming out as like a unicorn horn of some sort, because this is fucking amazing. Just yeah. Oh, there we go. Just have it flip forward though. Oh yeah. Yeah. Get that 80s going. That's on point. That's yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not even capturing it with the background.
It's trying so hard to be like, no, the poof doesn't exist.
No, I'm gonna turn off that. Hold on, I don't know how to do this without fully turning my camera off.
Oh, turn it off and turn it back on. Oh, the answer is Wellington.
There it is. I'm joining the 80s aesthetic, kinda.
Oh, well, if we're doing the 80s, then I need to...
Oh god, why did you do this? I hate geography so much.
Shit.
I'm not even gonna read this until I get a pronunciation for it.
The Girdlemund.
No. Pronunciation. Okay, I got it. Alright, so the next question is... Gorulmud is the world's least populated capital city. It's the capital of what small western Pacific island nation? Yes, the N, apparently, according to Google, is silent.
Grillum?
Gorulmud.
Grillmud.
Gorulmud. Gorulmud. Boom, ba bum bum bum. Where's Trick? Now there, I found it. Yep, this is me now. This is my streaming persona. Nope. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. So the answer was Palau. I hate you for making that question. I don't know how to
didn't make
pronounce
that
anything.
question. That is a question
Is that
from
Mitch?
fucking 4 years ago.
Oh, from Mitch. Nah. Maybe.
Probably Brian, but I don't know.
Oh, he's a person who exists. I forgot all about that.
What city, formerly known as Olisipo, is the oldest capital in Western Europe and is also home to the longest bridge in Europe?
These questions are mean. I had a ton of bubblegum. I found some! I want bubblegum. BRB. Bye. Goodbye. I'm back. Delicious. Okay, there it goes. Are you doing anything fun with your Labor Day weekend? 3 days off.
Working.
3 days off. Do you hear Donald getting sweaty over there over Rocket League right now?
No. But the answer is Lisbon. I do need to come over to your Discord every once in a while. I have...
Yeah, what Discord server do you hang out on? Hold that thought. I'm going to ask a question really quick. The oldest continually inhabited capital city in the world is in what super dangerous Middle Eastern city?
I normally hang out in Lucas's server.
What's the name of his server?
Sarge Land.
Oh, I wasn't invited to that. Cool.
Hold on.
Cool. No, it's fine. I see Doug's super awesome club of coolness.
I don't use that
But-
anymore.
Oh, should I just leave then?
I just invited a star. Just
I'm in. We need one more person.
come on, who are we waiting for? Unhappy,
It's
Scrappy, and Tiny. No, Lucas. Lucas
He
and the
answered-
Fam
he
and
answered
E.
He answered first. I'm so sorry. I looked at the answers looking for his like team name because he was on my mind first because we were just talking about his Discord and I was like, Baghdad, Yemen City, Tehran, Damascus. None of those are him.
Damascus,
We got-
Tehran, Yemen City, and Baghdad.
Well,
Too
the
late
answer
now.
was Damascus. Damascus. Damascus.
Damascus.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sweet Lord, we're through it. Oh my
Right.
God.
we are before the last round. So here are your scores thus far. In first place, MD Code Bunghole 57.8. Second place, MD Bunghole Blast 50.60. Third place, MD Twisted Bunghole 48. Followed by Unhappy, Scrappy, and Tiny. Lucas and the Fam. MD Major Bunghole. Those are our current. And Brizzy is down by 6.8 now, but I think they stopped playing. So, here we go.
I'm gonna get this in by 8:30. I'm effective.
Also,
Your turn.
for those of you who are wondering, that knife that's being made in the GIF is a Damascus knife. But for the last 8 questions, I will read you a description of 2 movies mashed together, and you name the mashup. So, a basketball-playing dog finds himself trapped on a plane full of convicts. What would the name of that movie be? Mash together the names of those 2 movies. I don't know what the MD is. This is the first time you've stumped me, guys. What is the MD? What is the MD?
Maryland. Medical doctor. What you said earlier about the drink. I don't know. End of list.
I've not figured you guys out yet, but the answer is Con Air Bud. So Con Air and Air Bud. So the full name of both movies are going to be in the title. There's going to be an overlapping word in there somewhere.
And your next one is Vin Diesel plays a reformed neo-Nazi and extreme sports enthusiast who is recruited by the government. Extreme sports enthusiast. All right, there you go. I feel like I got that in there.
Lucas, you
I'm
need to
already
figure
tired
it
of this
out.
gum. I hate it.
As Elliot is blowing bubbles in the gum right up there.
Is there a relevance between the GIF and the prompt that I'm missing?
I just searched triple X, but I gave you part of the answer, people. Come on.
Bro, what? I accept you, Lucas.
Oh, come on. Neo-Nazi reformed massive movie. One of the
Curb stomping, hint, hint.
top 10 movies of all time.
According to what website?
IMDb.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You are all about this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Oh, it's not?
Mm-mm.
Where does it sit?
38.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Ah, sucks to be wrong.
MD
Anyways.
Twisted Bunghole, we got you. It's American. Sorry, go for it.
American History Triple X. And I accepted literally Triple X as an answer. Good job, Lucas. You did it.
Autistic savant Raymond tap dances and finds love as talking pictures begin to take over Hollywood. These gifts, I am giving you the answer. Come on.
Especially Elliot Reed wearing a nurse's outfit.
That one not so much, but
Yeah.
the
not
rest
at
of these are all.
Yes. It would have been a little kind to them if you had at least given them one of them for that last one. That was so random.
I literally searched triple X, like XXX, and Elliot Reed showed up first, so.
Sure it did.
Tap dances and finds love and.
Don't accept it. I don't know what
Nope.
you're seeing.
Nope. No. They're picking the wrong word. MD Twisted and MD Bunghole. It's the wrong word. Wait, are you guys saying Mad Dog? Wait, is MD supposed to stand for Mad Dog? Because it doesn't stand for Mad Dog. We had this conversation earlier. It stands for Muggin' Dubbins. Ooh, Lucas gets it.
I should have done this. I would have won. Ah.
All right,
Okay.
next one.
Tommy Lee Jones lost 20 pounds to play a ballerina obsessed with getting the lead dance role over Will Smith. I like this. I like how you wrote these. Or how whomever wrote them.
I have no fucking clue who wrote these. These are old questions.
Wow. So what everyone is hearing right now is if you stick with it long enough, you're guaranteed to know, like, the drink and think, like, cinematic universe questions to expect. And you will always win. Ooh, new home. Ooh. Nope, don't want to live there. Just kidding.
Okay. The Anne Frank jokes were good last game, but now you're just reaching for it, and I'm just kind of upset for you. Like that's kind of sucks.
I'm requesting clarification. Like, what do you mean by this? Also, how do you feel about MD Code Bunghole's answer?
MD code. No.
Okay.
Because it's mashing up two like titles, and they didn't mash it correctly. So anyway, what's the answer?
Sorry. The answer is Men in Black Swan, not Swan in Black. He did not accept the answer.
Macaulay Culkin is a patient in a mental institution for women while being highly allergic to bees. Again, it's there is a like bridge word. So the first movie is something
Word.
bridge word. The next
Word.
movie is going to be bridge word something.
Yeah.
So
This
Macaulay
gum sucks. I hate
Culkin
it.
is a patient in a mental institution for women while being highly allergic to bees.
I loved one half of these movies when I was a kid, and it's not the one with Macaulay Culkin.
I never saw the one with Macaulay Culkin. I know the powerful scene that happens, but I have never seen that movie.
He needs his glasses.
He needs his glasses. He can't
That
see.
I've also never seen it, and I know about that too.
Oh, I apparently didn't hit ask question. My bad.
Cool.
My bad.
Cool.
So cool.
So cool. I'll just like mention this to everyone. But like I'm talking to you, Doug. You're remarking like, oh, we should visit. I want to host a murder and mystery dinner.
Fuck yeah. I'll come down.
So it probably couldn't be at my house because my house is too small. So I was thinking of renting an Airbnb that suits the party, and then everyone could just stay there, wherever that is.
Down at Smith Mountain Lake again, because I'll fucking go.
The same place. Look, I'm so happy because I did that through VRBO, and the owner gave me 5 stars. Thank you for everyone. We were not the kindest guests during, but as we were leaving, we were great. So
Well, we cleaned up really well.
We did, but like there might have been orange juice on the ceiling at some point. I don't know, but we didn't like think, oh, this is a rental property. Don't go crazy. We're like, no, do whatever the fuck you want to. But they cleaned it up later, and we did. And I have 5 stars on a really good rental. Thank you.
Did we ever recover the drone or the drone replaced?
The drone was covered by insurance.
Okay.
Everything from that weekend was recovered in some way.
And the answer is my girl interrupted.
All right, the next one. Kevin Costner plays a dance instructor who brings his sexy moves to the Native Americans in the Catskills. Wow. Kevin Costner plays a dance instructor who brings a sexy moves to the Native Americans in the Catskills.
Have you ever...
Oh, I get it. I've never seen half of these movies.
Have you ever watched Heathers?
Yeah.
I saw it for the first time the other night. What the fuck?
I love that movie.
No, I absolutely love that movie now. But again, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's good. Big fan.
Also, why has what's his face never played the Joker before? Christian Slater.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be good.
As like an old Joker now, but
right. I mean, with Mr. Robot, I feel like we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our theater here, the Narrow, it's like our little one theater cinema screen. They do they're the kind of place that does Rocky Horror, but they also do once a month. I don't remember what they call it, but it's
Allie has never done a Rocky Horror before, and I really want to bring her down to.
Guess who's found like 5 reasons for you to see this area again? So first of all, the answer was Dirty Dances with Wolves. Oh, I did not give points to the person who deserved points.
You can go back and do it.
I did. I did. Dirty Dancing with Wolves. That's close enough in my opinion. Anyways, they not only do Rocky Horror, but they also do, what is the term I'm looking for? Where you like shout at the movie, you like riffing, you riff it.
No, riff tracks.
Riff track.
So
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Right, but like they set aside a movie every month to let the audience riff. So they have a bunch of kegs up front. It's cheap beer, and then this month is The Room. But they've also done The Princess Bride. They do like a lot of.
Come on.
They do a lot of classic movies where like you get to do call and response, or like you get to riff it while it's in there. So it's great. That's why I can't leave this area because it's so fun. I love it.
Again, we need to come down and visit more often. If you find out the date of the Rocky Horror, next Rocky Horror, we'll be down there.
I can do that.
All right. I think you're up next.
No. It's you.
Okay. A quirky family travels in their VW bus to a beauty pageant and then undergo a process to erase it from their memories.
I'd have done so well this game. I haven't played trivia in a while. There's a place that's near my house that does it every Wednesday, but there's something I used to do that conflicted with that. And I'm about to do something else that conflicts with that. I have a schedule that's busy. My time is precious, and I'm here tonight. I don't really mean that.
Jesus.
I don't mean it. Wow. I was actually busy for a fucking month. And that's what the stage management money was for. So, like, while I only stage managed 2 shows, which happened at a rock venue, by the way, like, bands that you like that would play in, like, smaller enclosed venues, not arenas, they go there. I met, like, the audio engineer and, like, the light guy. Like, we all worked together collaboratively, made a show happen. And we profited, and I got money.
Well, no one got it. Little Miss Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Guys.
All right, last
Oh,
one.
very good. The last one is Darth Vader stars as Judas in this rock musical extravaganza featuring Princess Leia as Mary Magdalene. I like how this is written, but I don't think if it was me, I would have gotten it.
I feel like this one is kind of a gimme, if I'm being honest.
I wouldn't have gotten it. I haven't seen...
I haven't seen the musical.
One half of the things, yeah.
But knowing the rock musical part of it would have tipped it off for me. Oh, we got one. We got one.
You didn't fit MD code bunghole. The bridge word. You had one more word to go.
One more word to go.
I'm requesting clarification because I know you know better.
Yeah, that's fair. Once again, as we finish off, we are going to be doing Harry Potter this month as our theme night. We have done it before, yes, we know. But also, we have SpokeCon coming up. You should totally come up and hang out. Code Drink and Think Trivia to get $20 off.
Sorry. Side note. Good job, MD code bunghole. I know that you knew better. You got the first part, and there was so much stuff on the second part, like in the question. I accept that. And I accept that. Good job. Wow. Okay, so I'm the idiot who doesn't know the answer. That's cool. So it was Jesus Christ Super Star Wars.
All right. With that, our winner tonight is MD Bunghole Blast 66.322. MD Bunghole 64.8. MD Twisted Bunghole 64, followed by Lucas and Fam and Unhappy Scrappy and Tiny, and MD Major Bunghole finishing it out. We hope you guys had a great time. We'll be back next week, obviously. But with that, thank y'all so much for joining us. My name's Doug. This is Sydney.
I'm Sydney.
Sydney can come back and join us whenever she wants. I know she has a busy schedule, but
I'm very busy.
We'll catch you later.
I'll call you from my car.
Yeah, definitely. We will catch you later. Have a good night.